So in this section we'll talk about direct-to-garment printing, and I'll talk about what direct-to-garment printing is, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and when would you want to use it and when would you not want to use it. So first of all, direct-to-garment printing is inkjet printing on t-shirts. The machine looks just like a big inkjet printer that you would print on paper, but instead what you do is you take a t-shirt, you load it onto a platen, onto a tray, and feed it into the machine, and it simply prints out your design just like an inkjet printer would on paper. So right here I have a direct-to-garment printed shirt that I got from the Brother rep at the Agenda trade show, and it's really hard to tell the difference between a direct-to-garment printed t-shirt and a screen printed shirt. So the process for this shirt is pre-treating it with a chemical that allows the water-based ink to soak into the fibers of the shirt. Then it's loaded onto the platen, this tray that goes into the direct-to-garment machine, and the inkjet heads print out the color of the shirt, and then the shirt's removed and then put in a heat press for about 35 seconds. And the nice thing about direct-to-garment is there's no color limitations. You know, if you think about your inkjet at home, you can print out a photo with millions of colors. Same thing with the DTG machine. If you're printing on a dark garment, it'll print an underbase, and then immediately after it'll print all your colors, your CMYK. There's no big setup like there is with screen printing. All you have to do is pre-treat the shirt, load the shirt, and then once it's printed, take it out and heat set it. There's a lot more initial setup with screen printing because you have to take the art, you have to separate it, you have to make films, you have to make screens, and then you have to actually set up the press and have someone load the t-shirts and operate the press. But once you have that going, screen printing is a lot faster and cheaper. Again, if you're doing a small batch of shirts, then go DTG, and if you're doing more than 100 or so, you should go screen printing. Direct-to-garment is perfect as a sales tool for sampling, and it's also perfect for smaller companies selling directly to the consumer because there's no middleman. So if you run a company that has a website that sells to the end customer and it costs you say $8 to make a direct-to-garment shirt, you can still sell that t-shirt for $20 and you're still making more than a 50% markup. So the other downside to direct-to-garment printing is the print size right now is maxed out at 16 by 18 inches. So you can't do like an all-over print or an oversized print. The other downside to direct-to-garment is the lack of specialty inks. So with screen printing you can do like glitter inks, glow-in-the-dark inks, you can do a clear gel. There's all kinds of inks that'll work with screen printing that won't work with direct-to-garment right now. But I think that'll change as time goes on and the technology gets better.